Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much for tuning into the stream tonight. We are here for the Celerity Tier 1 CL-1 race. Third season, second race out of 16 rounds so far for the top drivers in our tier. This week we're at Baku, 6 kilometres here, 20 corners, very, very challenging circuit. Looking forward to seeing what these guys can do. Join with me tonight. I'm your host, Brad, for the evening. I have two fellow British commentators with me. First of all is Hutchie from CL2, otherwise known as Liam. Good evening, Liam.
Good evening, Brad. Thank you for having me. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Baku and Sahlem. Hello in Azerbaijani.
I like it.
Looking forward to this one. 6 kilometre track, anti-clockwise, permanent tilt track. Yeah, should be good. Some really good drivers on show tonight, Brad. Nice to see it.
Absolutely,
nice to see
mate.
a full grid. 19 drivers. A few early runners out on the track, which is always good to see. Hopefully we'll see a few good laps and see how we get on.
Yeah, a few early starters. There's got Matteo out straight away there. Just before we jump onto the drivers, we have a third commentator in tonight, a familiar voice for us all, which we all know and love. Tonight with us is brother Adam. Evening, Adam, my friend.
Good evening, gents. Hopefully you can hear me tonight.
Sounding good, mate.
I think you guys pretty much covered all that with your detailed analysis there.
It's all in the detail, Adam, as you know.
Looks like we've got a dry race again this evening. That proved for some a good spectacle yesterday, although even though we had dry race, we still lost an awful lot of drivers. So we've got a bit of a cleaner race today.
6 finishes in the race yesterday, ladies and gents. Disappointed to see some people go out, some racing incidents, some missing braking points, some just binning it. Not mentioning any names, Sneaky Tom. But yeah, it was a good race in the end. A bit of a mixed strategy. You're looking either a 2-stop, soft, medium, medium. If you're outside the top 10, you're probably looking the medium hard. Or if you race a 24 on rapid, I'm looking at you, Theo, you're looking soft, medium.
Yeah, very mixed strategy here. Very, very mixed strategy, as you've just covered there, Liam. Either a 2-stop or a 1-stop, which again is not certain. You can cover a couple of different tyre compounds against that. We all know how many walls are here, how many front wings you can lose, so safety car gives it all to play for. Absolutely.
It's funny you touched on Tio there, a new promoter from last season up to Tier 1, and didn't he start well, guys? Win on his first race out there and the fastest lap, currently leading in the championship.
I think we should talk about Tio a bit more, really. Season 1, he was in the third tier with us too. Us 3, sorry. He was good, you know, top 10 driver, top 6 driver. Second season, upped his game massively. He missed out on the playoffs at the end of season 1. Just missed out on that playoff to get into tier 2. But boy, oh boy, did he turn up the next season. Well, what a battle it was. Nicky Rizzles and Tio all the way, but Tio in the end. Consistent, fast, yeah, good driver. And he showed it last week, as Adam just said.
We're just about to watch the first driver come over the line here now. Ben SH B24 is the man. He's just about to activate his DRS down the main straight. I think he's going to be our first lap setter by the looks of it. And he crosses the line with a 1:37.5. Nice, really nice opening lap.
Yeah. I'm following Matteo myself here, Brad. He's just on the main straight here. Longest straight in F1 that is actually. Look at it coming over 37.6. Matteo looked a tidy lap. Looked a very tidy lap. Not too aggressive, I won't say. Yeah, he is quite a bit behind, unfortunately. It's 38.5, but a solid banker lap there. Yellow flag sent 2.
I'm surprised to see the first laps in the 37s already. That does suggest we're going to get a 36 for pole. Interested to see what who can do that. And Nebelsik is also currently out on mediums, the only driver that is. I don't know if he can get anywhere near.
Interesting strategy. You know, we discussed this off air quite a bit yesterday. You saved the mediums for the race. If you're using 2 mediums, save them. Don't go out on them. Unless he's that confident he can get in the top 10. Let's have a look. Goal 6 just on the main straight now. Opens the DRS. It's like 39.1, so it is the slowest time at the minute. Still good time on mediums, I think. Just
Absolutely.
Pole in Tier 2 yesterday by Racer 24 was a 37.7, so we're already quicker than that on banker laps. Pretty impressive, this tier.
Driver I'm interested in today is Dylan, our leader here. He's already said a few times he's struggling with this new game. It's his first proper race of the season. Hopefully he does well today.
Got a yellow there in Sector 2. I think that's one of the Mercedes there. I think that was Weetraz. He seems to be...
Weetraz is going slow, can't see much damage.
Yeah, just pulling to one side there.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Fast sweeping sector there in Sector 2, so maybe he's just getting out of the way for the other guys. Fair play.
Yeah, he's backing up back there. Kyle's now letting Weetraz through. Don't think there's going to be an incident because the hat's coming through quite quickly. Is that Dylan?
Just about to watch Roy Boy hopefully go for a quicker time here. Currently on a 1:37.9, about to cross the line here. He dives into the pits. I think he was on an in-lap there. My mistake.
It's really backing up at the back end of the track now, boys.
Wow, absolutely. Look at this at the back of the track there. So who have we got coming across first?
Just seems to have sorted itself out. I think a Red Bull let the McLaren have Plankton through. Plankton, I think, is on an in-lap. Looking at his time. Yeah, he's got a few lights on. T-Mike's about to come from mediums. What can he do? 39.2. So close between T-Mike and Nabilsik on the mediums, but they're already in the teens. 13 and 14. Get on the softs, boys. Show us what you can do.
Absolutely. Medium, you know what, you might be going for a good strategy here, but I don't think that's... I think we've discussed this already. It's just not a fast enough qualifying tyre here. I think we're about to see Poseidon go for his outlap. Going to ride on board with him for a little while, see what he's got to offer.
Yeah, Xtachi should improve here by a few tenths, I believe. It does. He's 38 dead. Good enough for P6 in the Williams. A few guys in the pits now, so it's starting to calm down. 10 minutes left of the session.
Looks like Dylan is struggling on his opening lap. Only a 140 dead. Surprised to see him behind the mediums there.
Yeah, you touched on the game earlier, Adam. Dylan said he's struggling. He's quite open about that. What are your thoughts on the game?
Personally, I like it, and it's an opinion that isn't shared by many at the minute. But I do think it's a better game. It demands more skill. It demands more patience. I think those who are used to driving
sorry, Poseidon there, just spinning it in castle. He's spinning around like
that's
a madman.
A real shame.
Poseidon. I did. He's spinning more.
He's gone again. That's a real shame. I was just about to say Poseidon set a purple Sector 1 there.
I saw that, Brad. Yeah, I was just about to say, well spotted, but he's not retired the car. Thankfully, he's still got it without a wing.
Luckily, he's ghosted. The other guys can go past.
Yeah. That's the problem with Castle section. Narrowest section in F1, even narrower than Monaco around there.
Luckily, he's still alive. He's got all four wheels. He can get a banker lap with 9 minutes remaining here.
I think that come at the right time when I was talking about the new game. It just shows how difficult the curbs are on this one.
Yeah, I saw it. It just flipped that inside curb and it just upsets the car, upsets the balance. Yeah, what can you say? Unlucky.
Just trying to figure out who's on a lap now, boys. So Matteo is starting a lap. I think Zitachi looks like he's coming into the pits. Yes, indeed he is.
I think Rage Bolly is just about he's on the last corner now. I don't know if you want to follow a lap, Brad, and stick to it. Can't see anyone else out there, really.
Yeah, let's watch Rage Bolly currently up in P3 now. He's with a 137.6. Looks like he's a 10th behind so far.
So, full deployment of Urs here. Give it the beans. Let's open that DRS. Boom. Let's go. All you're thinking here, stick to the right, look for the braking point. You've got to carry as much speed as you can into this. You can because it's a short dash into turn 2. Turn 2, stick to the right, it's all about exit speed. You make a mistake here, you are regretting it for 10-15 seconds. That looked tidy there from Rage. slight bit of traffic up front. Hopefully that'll sort itself out. Into this corner again. Watch that inside curb. Carry the speed. It's a short dash here. It's all about your car balance. What's your traction like here? It's looking good.
That's great. Dylan gets out of the way there. Very nice.
True gent. This corner, you can attack it. You can't attack that curb on the right. That will throw your car. You will lose a wing. This one, can you dive over that curb? It cuts you a lot of time. That's lovely from Rage.
Well done.
Tricky section. How brave are you? Third gear with half throttle. I like it. Get the exit speed here. Oh, it's tight on the line, but he's kept it in. Well done. Looking good.
It really is. It's a magnificent lap this so far.
Do we have a sector delta? This corner here is... Oh, he's gone for it. Yeah,
wow.
That's brave, but perfect. Yeah, we were talking about this. You cannot do that in a race, but boy, oh, he's half a second up, boys. This is magnificent.
That was a fantastic hop over that last curb there. To me, one of the most dangerous curbs. If you get that wrong, you're in the wall. That was so well done. I'm so glad we watched that.
Open up the DRS now. Rage Bolly with rubbing his hands here. This is going to be epic. 37.1. Meanwhile, Nick Evan does a 37.4. Let's see what Rage Bolly does. This is going to be epic. There it is. It's 37 dead. Good God, that is awesome. Great lap from Rage.
What a lap from Rage Bolly. Just as Nick Evan takes provisional pole there, Rage Bolly steals it away. It's only short-lived, unfortunately. Nick Evan there with a 37.4. Rage Bolly comes in with a 37 dead.
But I don't think it's enough. No, it's a 37.6. It's nowhere near Rage. It's nowhere near Rage. That lap from Rage is... I'm going to say it. That's the pole lap, boys. I'm going to put my neck out on the line.
It really was a special lap. He almost deserved his own tier for that one.
That was an absolute pleasure to watch that one.
Dear Rage, I like it. Meanwhile, just looking on the back of the grid, Dylan's on a lap. He's just completed sector 1. He's a 10th up at the minute, which I don't want to be cruel on Dylan, but it's nowhere near enough.
No, he needs a lap though, really needs a banker lap. You noticed obviously the guys that went out earlier for a banker lap, or perhaps went out on the mediums, like Dylan, like Nabilsk, they're now really, they're under pressure. With 5 minutes left here, you either need to settle up or you need to get into the pits and change for fresh boots.
It's a good exit out of Castle from Dylan there, but I think Dylan's similar to us this season, boys. He's not had as much practice on this game as we would all like to have. He takes a safe route over that. I'm going to call that the Rage corner now. Yeah, he's 8 tenths up. This is well, that's a great sector 2 actually from Dylan. He only made up a 10th in sector 1, but it's going to put him back in the mix. Probably 14th, I would say. Nabilsk and T-Mike did the laps on the mediums, obviously, so they're on laps as we speak. Well, I think that's another Ferrari.
I think the beauty of this track, though, is there's going to be plenty of incidents. I mean, us boys started 9th, 7th, and 11th yesterday, and finished 3rd, 4th, and 6th. So it's not about where you qualify; it's about where you finish, and if you finish. So I don't think Dylan should be too disheartened where he qualifies. Just got to concentrate on the race.
100% agree, Adam. It's a marathon, not a sprint round here. 26 laps. It's a lot of concentration. 20 corner lap. You know, do the maths there. It's 520 corners. It's a lot of braking points, a lot of avoiding curbs, a lot of gear changes, and racing some very, very skilled drivers.
Nabilsk finally sets his soft time there. Good lap from him. Gets on the softs, gets away from those medium tyres. He's up into P7 on a 1:37.8. Just as we recap there, 4 minutes left. Plenty of time to get in for a fresh set of boots. Rage Bolly on that monster lap with provisional pole of a 1:37 dead. Milo has moved himself up into P2 with a 1:37.4. Nick Evan 1:37.4 as well. Those guys are so close. And Ben, who set that initial time of a 37.5, still sets in P4.
Like I said, boys, Rage Bolly, put your hands down. You've got pole. Sorry, you've got pole with that lap.
The only thing to touch on is that Ben did do that 37.5, like you say, on his first lap. So it feels like he should have more in it. Maybe he's the only one that can get near him.
Yeah, you'd think so. Let's Ben out on track, actually. Yeah, he's just on his out lap now. So, yeah, sector 2, that's a good point, Adams. Keep an eye on Ben. He's currently down there 5 tenths off.
It's a game glitch I've just seen now. I saw T-Mike was a second and a half quicker, but it's a glitch. Looks like he's out of fuel, actually. F1's 2020 strikes again. Nabilsk cuts that last corner very interestingly. He's on his way back to the pits. Who have we got on a lap run? Lots of guys in the garage. 2 minutes 45 to go. Got to be careful, boys, here. End of sector 2, that backs up. You know, we can see it now with one car, it drops to a yellow flag. Where you put your ears back on, you want to pick your spot. The last thing you want round there is traffic.
Yeah, let's watch Ben as he comes round there. So Ben down in P4. Just about to start down this long straight. Longest straight that we've got right now. Let's have a look, see what he can do.
His ears just low to start the lap on. He must have put that on quite early, 70%.
Yeah, I mean, that's one of the things I've done about you. Well, I'm pretty sure you guys do the same as me. I turn the hot lap off on the out lap to ensure you've got absolutely full airs for an entire lap. But like I say, he's used 20-30% of that already.
Great.
I think it's the long straight that does that. You've got to have it on by turn 16, which is the last official turn on here. Even though there is 20 turns, you've got to have it in just before that, so you get the fast exit out the corner, and it does use an awful lot down that back straight before you've even officially started your lap.
Just put the curve a bit too much there, did Ben, but this is a good first sector, I do admit. Yeah, he's beating his original time, not by much. But I'm just looking at his braking application, boys. He is trail braking really well here. Oh, watch out for the track hit, Nick. In Castle, it's the one place you don't want traffic.
Oh,
he moves. Well
nice.
played.
Fair play, Nick.
Yeah, he's cut that. Yeah, he's going to lose 2-3 temps there. It's just a bit untidy.
That's a shame. He's going to bleed some time here now through this fast sweeping left-handers.
Fuel lights on, he's going empty on this. He's going all for it. Oh, he's done a volley. That's nice.
He's done the hop.
The volley hop. Just pushed it out wide. He got a purple sector 2 there, Brad. Oh, it's coming up on my screen.
Yeah, same.
So, what is he? He's half a second off volley. He only improved by 400, so they didn't catch the sector 2 time. Let's face it, this is a good lap.
Let's take a look. So Ben right now with a 37.5. See where he can put himself. 37.5. He goes to a 37 dead.
So close.
Wow!
He's made up a lot of time there.
Great time.
Meanwhile, here comes Bolly on his out lap. Oh, he's on hot lap. Sorry, I do apologise.
He's slightly down on his own time there, sector 2. Apologies, I didn't see sector 1. Bolly's going to come over and try and improve on this provisional pole if he can. Try and get himself safe away from Ben. 37.060 now. He stays where he is.
Unlucky. Ben, that's an epic lap. The British driver there. Doing it for the Brits. Not that we're biased.
It's like you called it early on with that lap.
Yeah, I think he's had a good sector 1. I'm just going to keep an eye on Tio. Last week's pole sitter, last year's champ, took the clean sweep last week. You can tell he's focused. Oh, he's carried a lot of speed there into Castle. That's lovely. Got the exit. Get on the power, Tio. There we go.
There's a couple of tenths down though. He's actually slower at the minute.
Interesting to see what his sector 2 time's like. Currently P6, which isn't the end of the world. That's nice and hot. Brave.
I can't believe how many people are leaping that curve. I cannot do that.
It's 3 temps up is TL, guys. I don't think it's going to be enough, but it could put in P3 maybe if he nails these last 2 corners. That's all about your car setup here. What's your rear downforce at? What's your top speed going to be? It's such a balance around back here. Opens up the DRS. See what it can do. There's a couple of cars behind Tio as well. Looks like Red Bulls. One looks like they're getting a slipstream. That's a good lap from Tio. Third, it's directly behind the pole sitter. He'll take that, I'm sure.
I think I'll be delighted with that.
Got to be happy with that. Tio Mio currently sat in P3 there, and he's our championship leader, both with a race win last week and the fastest lap. He sits pretty with 26 points at the top of the table right now.
Just having a look through. I think there's only Plankton coming through who's going to set a time. I think it's half a second. Yeah, he puts in P9. 37.7. That's a good time from Plankton in the McLaren.
I think we've got Matteo on a lap, do we, I think? Or is he just going to come in on a lap? Sorry.
I can't tell there. I think he's bailed and he's only in sector 1. Not quite worked that one out.
Yeah, I think we might be done here for lap setters right now, boys. Yeah.
Yeah, Matteo's done. He's got a little flag.
Yeah, looks like everybody's got the checker flag showed. I think that's it then. I think you called it early, Liam, with that magnificent lap from Reg Boller.
Hey, you got me sweating. Just looking, I'm sure it'll come up on the main screen. Between 6th and 10th, less than a 10th. You've almost got 3 tiers in the top 10. You've got the Bolly tier, as I like to call it. Theo and Milo next to each other. Nick Evan, good time from him. And then you've got Lupatic, Kyle, Roy Boy, Plankton, T-Mike. That's going to be a very good battle around lap 1. Who's going to be brave and send it up the inside? Who's going to be sort of conservative and save the wing? I thought it was.
And what an effort from T-Mike. He's actually a CL2 driver. Unfortunately, he couldn't race yesterday because of work commitments, but he's 10th in CL1. That's really impressive.
Absolutely. Boys, that was a brilliant qualifying session. Let's recap them. So we got Rage Bolly with that stonking pole lap of a 37 dead. Brilliant lap. Ben, who finished with us P2, just less than 200ths behind him with a 37 dead. Tio Mio in P3, Milo P4, Nick Evan in P5 there. Lupatic in the Aston Martin in P6, Kyle P7, Roy Boy P8, Plankton in P9. Team Mike finishes off the top 10 there. Last guy on the set tyres. The rest of those boys, Nabilsk onwards, will have a free choice of tyres.
You would think they'd start on the mediums. It's what we saw yesterday in Tier 2. I believe you both did that yesterday, didn't you, I believe?
Yep. I started P11, so I opted to go for the medium tyres. The trouble is, the free tyres is a great option to have, really great option to have, but it all depends on what happens with the safety car, what happens with damage, with traffic. It's a real gamble, this race.
Absolutely agreed.
So just while we're waiting for it to load then, what's your predictions, boys? Who's going to win this one?
I'm going to stick loyal to our ex-Tier 3 guy, Tio. I think he's got the nous, he's got the speed, he's brilliantly consistent. He always stays out of trouble, does Tio. You never see him lose a wing, you never see him do anything mad, and he's good on tyres. All-round driver. But that lap from Rage Bolly, there's some serious pace in there. What about yourself, you two? What do you think?
It's hard to look past Rage Bolly into it with that special lap, but if he attacks the Rage corner as hard as he did in qualifying during the race, I cannot see him doing 26 laps without clipping a wing. So he's got the pace. Can he keep it together? But I think so. I'm going to go Rage Bolly.
One to keep an eye on is into the Soko Bolly hop corner now. Are they going to do that in the race? You know, I wouldn't personally. It's not worth the risk. You gain a 10th, 10th and a half, but you risk losing the win.
But that's the skill with these boys compared to us. You've got to admit, you know, I wouldn't dare do it in the race either, but I don't think I'd dare do it in qualifying. You know, the hop they've got over the last huge curb is crazy. Just looking on the Twitch stream, sorry guys, Hilly, that races alongside us in Tier 2, he's come up with his prediction as well. He's thinking Ben P1. He thinks he's going to come on with a win. Lupatic's going to make his way up to P2 from P6. And then Nabil, Nabil is going to come up to P3 from P11. Hilly, that is an ambitious prediction.
Hilly. No, I like it. I like ambition. Quick mention towards the back of the grid. Poseidon in 18, someone we all know quite well, got seriously quick towards the end of last season, got the promotion he deserved. You know, could he pull something out the back here? We saw him have an accident in Castle, but you know, it's one probably to keep an eye on back there.
Just worth noting, while we're watching obviously us boys were racing the CL2 tier yesterday, I noticed Dylan make a comment on the stream that it's very, very rare all top 10 drivers start on the softs. Everybody outside of the top 10 has gone on the same tyre, just as we did yesterday. All 10 drivers on the soft tyres, and the remaining 9 drivers all go on the mediums. So mixed strategies here, all to play for.
And I can see, like you said, nobody on hards there as well. A real difficult side to wake up. I know somehow you managed to do that yesterday, Liam, but certainly not one to start on here.
Yeah,
definitely.
I mean, it was tough. It was a tough strategy, to be honest with you. I took a gamble. I knew I wasn't the quickest on track yesterday, far from it, so I thought, go on the hards, let's see what happens. Looking at what Racer 24 did, he made the soft medium work. You know, I know Adam on a Mercedes track, we thought the same. Could it work? I don't know. I think some of these boys will make a soft medium work, especially if we get a safety car. Just gives it your tyres 3 laps of just dead, if you like, and should prolong them.
Just watching the final Ferrari there of Modu, I think, line up in P19. And we'll go to Bolly for the start. He's going to take us away here for 19 drivers of round 2 at Baku now for the CL-1 tier. We've got 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights. And it's lights out. The boys are away there. Let's go down into turn 1 there. Rage Bolly gets a brilliant start, a monster start.
Dio's lost the place already. He's lost 2 places. He's back in 5th.
We've got a spinner there at the back. Roy Boy at the back there. He's span, unfortunately. Got a spin and he's right down at the back of the grid there. Not sure if he's got damage.
Good little battle between 6th and 7th. Lupatic and Kyle. It's Aston Martin versus Mercedes. The Aston Martin's on the inside. Does he? Oh, he stuck it on the inside. Contact. Luckily, both of them are okay. And Kyle gets the position. Good racing there. Bilsk is an early winner as well. He's already up to P9 on the mediums, obviously make them work. As Brad mentioned, Roy Boy's unfortunately the big loser in the first few corners, but wow, 19 drivers, 18 got through pretty clean from what I can see as we head into Castle.
Yeah, just having a glance at Roy Boy from another camera angle, it doesn't look like he's got any damage. He might have got away with that. He's back on the back of the pack now, hopefully he can come back into it. Just looking, boys, Rage Bolly has already pulled out a second in 10.
Wow.
18 thousandths between these two in qualifying. Already 1.1 seconds going into this final corner. Wow.
That's crazy.
He is in a perfect position now to control this race. Stay away from trouble. Halfway past them already, lap 1.
Just looking further back, P9 now. Nabil is looking to make a move on Plankton. He's got a fantastic run on him down onto the main straight there. Aston Martin versus the McLaren.
I think Plankton's not deploying airs looking across, so it's... Oh, now he is. It's a straight fight. Who's braver in braking? They're not across to the right. Here we go. Yeah, good solid move up the inside there by the Aston Martin. Plankton just clipped the wall there.
Any damage there, did we see? Not too sure about that.
Off. There's a few cars ghosted. I don't know whether
that's... Tio's spun.
Spin.
Oh, Tio's had a spin there. With I know he was near Kyle. Not sure if that was involved, but he's had a spin there.
It's coming out of turn 2. I didn't catch it, unfortunately, but that's unfortunate for Tio and commentators curse or what.
I think he's going to take... He's taken some damage here. Dylan's taken immediate advantage of that, and it also looks... Yeah. As though Kelstreg is also going to take advantage. Wheatraz has already gone past him. I think Tio's got damage here. He's 10 places down.
He's taking wide lines. He's going to let his teammate Moby. Oh, he's contacted the Ferraris! Oh! Ross Brawn would have been killing them.
Yeah, Tio's lost his right end plate, and it's only minimal damage, but it's massive on this game. He's lost so many places, down 13 places from the start.
Yeah, you go from F1 car to a touring car immediately with any wind damage on this game. It is awful. On a long lap like Baku, tight as well. The last thing you want to do is lose any downforce. It's
absolutely
a horrible long lap.
One of the biggest problems we've discussed through this entire game since we've had it.
We've had Roy Boy off again. Sorry to overcut you there, Brad. Yeah, no. Roy Boy's having a mare of a race already.
So unlucky for Roy Boy. Fantastic driver for this tier as well. Really great guy to watch race. I really hope he continues because there's plenty to play for here.
I'm not entirely sure what happened to Poseidon that lap there, but he's over half a lap down now, right at the back. They don't look like he's got damage.
He has pictured Adam looking at that. His softs are 0 laps old, so I think he had damage on lap 1. I didn't catch it, but he's obviously had a pit stop. Tio is into the pits. Interested to see what he wants to do. I think he'll go on hards here and just try and massage them to the end. Get some trouble, get back in the race, and let's see what happens. But he's going to be looking to get some points by now.
Just watching Wheatraz make a move on Dylan here. Sorry, boys, in Sector 2. He's trying to go around the outside of Dylan here. Ooh, he goes very close to the wall. Dylan gives him very fair space, but Wheatraz is fair as well. Absolutely.
Yeah, the one place you don't want to overtake is around the outside, and Dylan's favourite block pass would have finished him.
Absolutely. You know what? Fair play. Dylan could have easily played the block pass there. That was fair racing from both guys.
Just having a look at the battle, Brads. 4th to 7th, all following each other in Castle. Very polite, but you've got... Lupatic's got a bit of a run on Kyle. I don't think he's going to go for it. No, he's not. just quite close to each other here.
Just news on that Teo Mio pit stop. He actually went for mediums, so I think he's expecting a safety car. He's not, he don't want to go to the end. Yeah, he's a couple of mediums from here, and he can get to the end on 2 sets of mediums now.
I think the one thing we all hate about this game is the glitches. Lupatic in 6th. He's not minus 1 minute 36 seconds. EA Sports, if you are listening, sort it out.
Lupatic's making a very simple move there on Kyle. Looks easily done.
He's not fighting it.
Or is it?
Kyle's pitting, guys.
Kyle gives up on that fight. Fair enough.
That's early.
Let's have a look. He's not got damage. I think it's. I think it's strides with this. He wants to get out on traffic.
Yeah. Well, in fairness, we said there was traffic in Castle. Gets a good undercut and an outlap here. We could end up in P4. So is it a wise move? Let's keep an eye on it in a couple of minutes.
Clean air and fresh tyres where everybody else is tripping.
Oh, a bit of contact there from Nick Evan into the back of Lupatic. Don't think there's damage. But it was an easy pass from Lupatic, obviously a straightforward DRS into turn 3. Meanwhile, Bolly racing well, 2.5 seconds now is the gap to Ben. Ben's a very quick racer as well. He's 2.5. Oh no, sorry, I do apologise. He is 2 tenths in front of me. Good battle there. This should be a DRS take, but I'd like to think both of these will be pitting.
Dylan's had a positive start, up 5 places from the beginning, keeping it clean.
Yep. Yeah, I think your closest gap on track is 3rd and 2nd, half a second. Coming into the final straight now. He's using his Milo, so he's obviously wanting a bit of this.
Yeah, Milo could take P2 here from Ben. Fantastic start for Milo, who I believe started in P4. Ben, to be fair, Ben's pulling out a great gap here actually. He's using his ERS well, but here comes the DRS from Milo.
Ben to the inside, Milo to the outside. I don't think he's close enough, Brad.
No, I don't think so. I think Milo's going to line up another pass on the next DRS straight here. I'm just going to ride on balls with him.
Virtual safety car.
Oh, that's just neutralised everything.
It's Roy Boy. I think it's Roy Boy again. No, I do apologise, Roy Boy, if you're listening. Oh, Nick Evan has got a 5-second penalty for a collision with Nabilsk. So, I don't know if we've got that on stream, but
no, I didn't get that on stream. But funnily enough, Hilly's sent us a message actually on the Twitch stream saying Nabil's game has dropped out, so I'm not sure what is happening.
That's unlucky. I did see him ghosting. I just thought it was a famous EA glitch.
Not sure what's happening there, to be fair.
We're still on virtual safety car. Ben, meanwhile, has somehow gained a second in this VSC, so... Oh no, it's back up to 2. Must be Delta playing.
Let's just recap then. So what have we got? Bolly, Ben and Milo still riding P1, 2, 3 that we've got right now. Tyre wise, the top 5 all still running on the softs that they started on, 4 laps old. Matteo P6, Itachi P7, pretty much all those guys, everybody up to P12, sorry I should say, starting on the still on the tyres that they're on right now. Plankton P13, everybody below, everybody's made a stop.
Interesting. Just the 1 penalty so far, and that's Nick Evans. I believe that would have been a virtual safety car crash. With it being a 5 seconds, they'll probably stick that into the stewards after the race.
Yeah, quite possibly. I don't think he's pitting at this. I don't think it's a pit in speed.
Early winners then. Matteo making good progress, P6. One to look at. We've got Itachi should get in here on the straight. Bit of earth. I think DRS is enabled. Here he comes. Should be straightforward at the inside. He runs on Alpine, well done. Someone drives into the pits, I think it's Nick Evans. He might have to save that 5 seconds in the pits though. Want to keep an eye on. Meanwhile, Milo has got DRS again on Ben. I don't think he's going to be close enough. Up into turn 3. Nope.
Nick Evans did serve that penalty in the pits and has gone on to mediums. He's dropped a couple of places because of it. He's quick enough to get back into it.
The battles, the closest battles to me is 2nd and 3rd between Bencher and Milo, and Matteo and Letras is quite close. 57th. This is a good battle going into Castle. All on the mediums, so there's no real advantage. Same life. You're lucky. Matteo's used the most. He's only got 35% left. Xtachi is the sitting duck, so to speak, on the DRS straight. He could get a double overtake here against him. Not what Frank would like to see in the Williams garage.
Looks like Rage Volley played it probably a little bit cautious in that VSC because he was 2.5 seconds ahead of Ben and he's now only just over 1.5 seconds. It's probably just making sure he didn't get a penalty, but Ben's won in that little incident with the VSC there.
I think Ben's playing it hard because he's got Milo on his DRS as well, Adam. I think he's pushing to maintain that position a bit as well. Must be looking at pit stop time. Lap 6 on the softs, you know. He's very, very twitchy.
Ben comes in now, Milo takes the lead of the race.
Weetra's about to take Matteo here for P6. Simple overtake with the DRS by the looks of things.
With the ERS. He's only got 6% left. I wouldn't have done that myself, but he should get DRS here. But this is a good little battle between second, third and fourth.
An interesting strategy choice. Rage and Ben both gone into hard.
That's very interesting. Good spot there, Adam. So, Rage comes out 1.8 seconds behind Kelsterwag. I think he'll catch him up on hards against mediums, such as the pace of Rage.
We have a flag there in turn 2. I don't know what happened there. Don't see him clip below. It's gone now.
Still think it's Rage who's got net P1. Milo's obviously trying to eke these softs out. I think the hards and the softs at this point with the crossover probably about the same. So I think Rage will keep this.
Yeah, ideally Rage is going for the one stop here, right? I'm sure we've already said so. So, Liam, you pitted yesterday early on just for one stop from soft to hards. How many laps did you make it last? 20?
So
21?
I pitted on lap 4, Brad.
Wow.
Starting the safety car. So, and the hards felt good.
Oh, sorry to interrupt there. Rage had such a wobble there. I thought he was going to put his front wing into a barrier there. He's still warming up these hard tyres like we've already said. Wow, that was so close to losing it.
Yeah, I just watched him all the way from the pit stage, struggling on almost every corner. It's going to be a couple of laps before they warmed up.
They do feel awful to start with, but after about 8 or 9 laps, they just start. You start matching medium pace, and you think, okay, I can do this. You get confidence, you get a rhythm, and in that nice little battle that Mercedes had yesterday, Adam, although you caught up a lot, I felt good on that hard still. It's pumping in faster lap after faster lap.
Just watching the battle here. Sorry to interrupt, guys. Just into tier 1 here, turn 1 there. Weetra's desperate to get past Itachi, and he's done it into turn 2. What a great, no DRS assist there. Great move into turn 2 to get that done.
So Milo and Rage. Milo's come out on the hards behind Rage. Now, your problem for Ben Schroeder is he's behind Plankton. He's behind Kyle. This is affecting him. He's lost net P2 to Milo. Meanwhile, Kyle's actually overtaken Milo.
Yeah, another great overtake there.
Was a good racer is Kyle. I like watching him.
He might lose out to Plankton before the end of this lap, Milo, because it'll take him a little while to fire them hards up.
Meanwhile, towards the back beside him, Kix, who's going to be net last. We think the Bilster's lost connection, don't we? But I'm not sure. TL currently P16. There are the teammate in front. Nick Evans just had a wobble in P14. Just sense the frustration from Ben S here. You can sense he's still on the net podium at the minute. He's going to be a long way behind Rage. Rage is already in P6. You know, Ben must be feeling this. Plankton in front, there is no slouch. He's going to get DRS, but I think Plankton's, he's just outside DRS for Milo, so he should get Plankton. As you know, Milo is here in front of Ben S2.
Yeah, you said that, but Plankton's medium's only 2 laps old, so there's no guarantees here.
Very good point. Very good point, well made.
Ben, unfortunately, is facing challenge from Lupatic behind, who is on the mediums now.
Yes.
Lupatic coming from behind. This is absolutely going to kill Ben now.
Fullers. Watch out for Plankton, boys. Watch your braking point. He should have it on the inside. Aggressively moves across, but it was his position.
Ben shuts the door and says good night for another day.
Yes.
It's not over this one though, is it, boys?
It's not over. Ben's, like you were saying, Ben's got to clear Plankton now to make up some space if he wants to get anywhere near Rage Bolle. But Lupatic is fast on those mediums. He's closing in. He's going to be a real thorn in Ben's side here.
Just a shout out to Kyle as well. We saw him make an overtake a couple laps ago. He's just done Kelsterwag. He's only a second off Rage Volley. He could get within DRS after sector 2. Could be interesting. He's only on 4-lap old mediums, as Adam said. We know he's got pace. Just could mix things up at the top once the other medium runners decide to pit.
Where did Kyle qualify? Sorry, has he gone soft medium or has he gone medium?
I believe he's gone soft medium. I think he's two stopping soft medium. If he can pull out a lead, get some speed on him, and a fast set of mediums at the end, let's not count him out.
Never rule out a one-stop round here as well. Maybe he could eke out some mediums.
I wouldn't like to do that. Not around Baku.
Lupatic is not going to let this position go from Ben. He is really on his backside, coming up behind him there. Ben has used a lot more ERS. He's using it right now to try and defend from Lupatic.
Lupatic hasn't even switched his on yet.
Ben's good because he's in Plankton's DRS, which is helping things. Meanwhile, Milo on Kelsterwag is on the outside. What's going on? He's got to eat past him easily. Good overspeed there from him.
Lupatic tried to send one down the inside of Ben there. I don't know if he caught that on the broadcast. But again, Ben shuts that door.
Meanwhile, on the front runners, we've not given them much attention at the minute. Butcheraz, second ahead of Itachi with Racer. Dylan in P3, Matteo P4. This is boxing up quite nicely, third to fifth. We're just entering sector 2. Gelfi was nearly putting a move on Matteo, but this could be interesting into the back straight, swapping positions. How long did the mediums last, Adam? About 12 laps?
You get good performance for 12 laps and you're really playing with fire after that.
So it could be interesting to see who pits first, who breaks first out of this lap. They're going to go back into traffic, little spin down the tail there.
I think we've got a crash somewhere here, boys. There's a lot of yellow flags here. I'm not sure where they are, sorry, I'm trying to figure it out. This battle between I think it's P9 and P12 is really heating up. Lupatic is desperate to get past Ben. Ben is desperate to get past Plankton and Kelstreg to catch up Bolly. There are 4 cars abreast here.
Yeah, I can
they
see
are
that on
so close.
Wow. I'm just going to watch P3 and P4 here. This should be a straightforward overtake for Matteo on Dylan. Dylan's not using those, he obviously doesn't want to defend. That's a funny penalty, ignoring the yellow flag.
Very strange penalty that from Tio Mio.
Looks like a glitch on the game there. And meanwhile, Dylan pits. So
the overtakes are coming here, sorry. So look, here we go with the overtakes. They're cascading. Plankton takes Kelstreg. Ben takes Kelstreg. Lupatic takes Ben. And the real loser out of that. And Kelstreg takes his position back. So, wow, Ben lost out on that hugely. A position there. Lupatic gains 2. Wow, he really made advantage of that.
He's coming back at him. Back with a vengeance on the outside.
Oh, this is a dangerous spot to overtake here. He's done it. Kelstreg's released him, let him go.
He's angry. Not the right track to be driving angry around.
What's going on here?
Yeah, it's good. I'm really enjoying it. Funny glitch that with the yellow flag. I couldn't see any problems. I can only think it's Nabil's.
Yeah, I think it is. I think his car is 4 laps down. There's something going on there. It's causing all sorts of yellow flags. So, but at least it gets out of the way. Hopefully, it doesn't cause too much distraction. I think it's worth saying, and all boys, well done to these drivers. I mean, we're on lap 11 now. No DNFs. I know Nibus had 6 laps connection, but no crashes. Absolutely amazing.
Complete contrast from last night. It was just lap after lap. Dylan said on my podium interview, sorry I mentioned that, but he said it was tough following it because there's that much action. And I agree, you know, I've got one of the streams on my knee on a laptop. I've got the other stream on my TV. I don't know which one to watch.
Lupatic takes Plankton. Yeah, good spot. So Lupatic goes ahead up into P5. He's having a great race.
Oh, this is an interesting tactic.
Rage Volley pitted. He's gone back on mediums. He's currently overtaking Tio Mayo on the straight. E14. A long way to go, 14 laps. He should make it, but it must feel a long way from that there.
I don't know if you spotted that as well. Wet Raz has pitted and gone on to softs. What an unusual choice that is. They're not going to last to the end, so strange one. Strange choice to try.
Yeah, interesting. I wonder if he just had a fresh set he wanted to use. I'm guessing he's going to burn these out and go for a set of mediums. He just kisses the wall there. Weird that we're chewing in there. I wonder if he's having issues.
I'm going to be harsh on Wet Raz here. That's a poor choice. Sack Jeff. Sack him. That is poor.
Strange.
Why go on softs? You're not going to make softs last 14 laps. You struggled to make 2 sets of softs last 14 laps. Not sure on this one.
Interestingly, here we've got.
Are you following Milo? Might worth having a look at that. He tried to overtake during the fast 2 sweeping left-handers there down the side of Kyle.
Oh, this is a close battle here between Milo. Kyle in front in P3, Milo P4, Lupatic in P5 again, going for more positions. That guy's on fire.
Currently my driver of the day is Lupatic. He's been exciting.
Here comes Milo.
Here he comes.
Oh, careful. You could have a Kyle sandwich here. Oh, he's got nowhere to go as Lupatic. He should have gone up the inside. He's got through Kyle. He's going to have a go at Milo. No, he's not. He's just holding back. That's probably sensible, but it's close there between the Aston Martin and the Merc. Something we haven't mentioned is Kyle does have a 3-second penalty. That could sting him towards the end of the race.
Yeah, well, funny you say that. I was just about to bring that up. I noticed 3 penalties on the screen there. Now one of the drivers has served them in the pits. 3 penalties for drivers on track. I'm pretty confident that's more than we had in the entire CL2 race yesterday. I think we only had one, maybe 2 penalised drivers, so it's quite a lot more penalties than I expected.
Right, racing back here. Plankton's hit someone. Who's behind Plankton? Who's missed that massive Ben? Plankton had a bit of a tank slapper. Ben had to come right out of it in the AlphaTauri again, losing a bit of time. Thankfully no damage, but he's aggressive on these hards, which is good to see.
Lupatic and Milo going into the castle section here. Lupatic's just a couple of tenths behind Milo, just needs to stick close to him here. Follow him. Oh, Milo has a little wobble coming out of castle there. Lupatic's going to smell that.
I don't know where to look, boys. There's action everywhere.
There's so much action.
Shows how good a race. We've got 3 commentators, ladies and gentlemen, tonight. We can't keep up.
Oh, Lupatic goes on the inside of the last turn before the straight. That's unreal. He gets the move done before the straight.
Boring side of this. It's before DRS.
Yeah, from the DRS. It's in the DRS. Yeah. I don't know if you saw that on the camera there, but Milo actually lifted to make sure he was the one that got DRS.
Wow.
I did see that. That's
tactics.
Such experience for these guys. They are on it. To have that mental capacity to think like that when you're in a P3, P4 battle here in the Celerity shows you what quality we've got on show. Plankton, meanwhile, has a 3-second penalty.
Yeah, I think he ran wide on turn 1 there, and you do get a penalty for that.
Him and Kyle have had a bit of tastiness. Kyle's having a go at him back. He's using all his airs here. He's going to have a go. He is diving up the inside. Oh, I don't think he's along. So this is close. Oh! Well done from Kyle there.
Oh, I think Ben's going to win out of that. Ben goes on the inside there of Kyle to try and win, but he has a little spin.
Just had a touch of oversteer.
Yeah, a little wobble. I tell you, boys, I think Ben's been one of the big losers here. It's really unfortunate, but he's
going to have a go on Kyle here. He's going to have a go. This is brave. Got to do it though.
Great, good lad. Good lad. Needed doing.
Meanwhile, though, all this battling, Plankton sneaked away out of DRS. So Ben's going to be a real target again, a sitting duck for Kyle behind him. Not much airs to defend with. It's just not falling for Ben tonight.
Just taking a look on the stream here, Hilly said if there's no safety car in the remaining laps, Lupatic will not pit again. So I think Hilly thinks Lupatic's going to go to the end here.
Great shout, Hilly. Thanks for joining us. Lap 8 he would have pitted onto them mediums. I think
6 laps old.
I think he can make them last. I think Hilly did it last night. I think Racer 24 did it last night. They can make them last.
Well, Hilly was saying earlier on in the stream on the chat, he says if you get past lap 6, soft mediums is possible.
Gelfie, meanwhile, we've not mentioned Gelfie. He started on the mediums. He's just coming in now. Great stint coming in P2. What's his reward for it? He's not even pitting yet. I think he's going to be all the way down. It's unlucky.
Just watching Rage Bolly here go for a good DRS overtake on the outside there of Nick Evan. Very smooth.
Kyle's had an accident. He's gone down the escape road into turn 2. Don't think he's got damage. A bit like NRG Destructor last night there. He's lost position.
To Mike here, yeah.
Here's T Mike. Do it for tier 2.
Mike's got a good run down to the corner.
That's great racing from the pair of them. Oh no, Mike's lost
Mike!
it! Mike's lost it! Oh! Your right foot is too heavy, my friend.
That's so unlucky, Mike. Bad luck, mate. That's VSC?
He's lost the front wing. Yeah, fair play, he's kept it going. You just saw him get the wobble. Once he gets that with no traction control, good night, Vienna.
I love the racing. Yeah, it's desperately unlucky that he's had a little spin there. He's not done much wrong there. He's just got on the loud pedal a bit too quick. They
both allowed each other the room into turn 3. Mike had the inside, but he just got excited. We've all been there. It's tense. It's sweaty. You want it. It's just a half a millimetre on the accelerator pedal, and
this virtual safety car is helping him though, because nobody can overtake him. He's not losing time, so he's going to have a nose frame change, but at least he's not losing on this lap.
Just taking a look at the VSC winners and losers here. I think Ben's got a great chance of overtaking Plankton on this restart. They're on the main straight now, still under VSC conditions, but very, very close to each other. Rage Bolly also very close behind Kyle, and Kyle right up the back end of Dylan.
Quick shout out to Dylan though. 3 lap old mediums, 6th position. That is a very, very good position to be in.
Good position to be in.
He's going to end there as well, isn't he?
Kyle
He's not
pits.
going to pit again.
He's got some seriously quick drivers behind him, Dylan, but I don't know if you remember, boys, Dylan tested me out back in October last year. Oh, he makes you sweat. He's a good racer. He knows all the moves.
Interested to see where he can finish here, absolutely. If there's anyone that can come up through the field, it's that man.
So Hitachi leads. 15 lap old mediums. The only guy I believe on track not to make a stop. Fair play. But a stop puts him what? It'll put him sort of P9, P10. So he's not really gaining anything. But Lupatic, currently my driver of the day, on the mediums. I think he'll make him last to the end. He's got Mila behind him on hards. Lupatic's now going to get DRS on his Hitachi, who I'd expect to pit this lap. Lupatic's in a good position here, on a better tyre than Milo. Outside DRS.
I was speaking to Lupatic earlier in the week as well. He had his heart set on the soft mediums. He's picked a strategy early.
Had a moment there, Brad. I think Plankton had a moment. Ben's got round him just before, at the end of sector 2. Just coasted by him on, and I don't think he was using hers. So interesting. Plankton's got any damage or?
Just tuned in there. Ben's straight on the ERS to try and get away from Plankton now. See if Plankton can make a comeback on the DRS.
We've got a spin out of Castle. Can't tell what it was.
It's beside him, yeah.
Yeah, it's beside him. Not sure if he's got damage. Tio is retired from session. Can't tell where. Has he binned it? He's binned it.
Safety car.
Last corner.
Oh yeah, there he is.
Tio. Championship leader no more. Really unlucky. He was quietly working his way back towards the points. Safety car, 10 laps to go.
Everybody's jumping into the pits.
We've got 5 in the pits, 6 in the pits. Jump on the softs, boys. Let's have a sprint race.
I honestly think Itachi, Lupatic, Milo, I think those guys missed the pit exit. Those guys are the top 3, top 4. Those guys have missed the pit entrance, and I think they're going to suffer here. I think that's played. Oh, I was going to say that played into Bolly's hands. Bolly hasn't pitted.
I disagree. You're on the hards with fast people and softs behind you. You, my friend, are Donald Duck. You are sitting there waiting.
I think it's still a good position for Lupatic here. He's got them buffers of them drivers on the hards. Gives him a little chance to get away early on. He's not going to pit again. Safety car's going to keep them tyres a little fresher than normal. It's not counting him out just yet.
Lupatic for me. Milo, you've got Milo and Ben and Rage Bolly, 3 superb drivers on hards. They probably know better than us boys. They've probably got this in their bag, haven't they?
Absolutely, yeah. Just another hot Hilly's just on the stream again, just saying if the top 3 will be out in time, if they can make it all the way round, he thinks they're going to be just fine.
Hilly's got great insight looking at from the comments.
Is Itachi going to pit those 16-lap all mediums?
Must do. Milo and Itachi look on the inside here. I think both of them are going to dive in the pits.
Yeah, Lupatic pits, Itachi
And
pits,
Lupatic
Milo
pits.
pits, Ben pits.
I'd have risked it. Track position on the street circuit.
Well, this is the thing that Hilly's saying. If Lupatic thinks he's got a big enough gap here, if he can make it out, let's just see who's coming around the corner here.
You're right.
I think it's
you're right, Hilly and Brad.
Yeah.
I think you're right. Superb.
Plankton's the next guy in line, and yeah, Lupatic's out. He's clear. Fantastic call.
So, normally safety cars make things a bit dull. Everyone goes on the same strategy. We've got some good mixed strategies here. Softs, 8 laps to go. Granted, 2 are going to be under the safety car. 6-lap old softs fighting at the end of Baku. We're going to see some spins on the last lap. I'm certain of it. We're going to get some really good racing.
This needs to be a steady safety lap car. A safety car lap, sorry, for these guys. Treat these tyres like a newborn baby, because they have got to last until the end now. And like we said earlier, those soft tyres, you don't want to be carrying them much more than 5 laps. And we've got more than that. We've got, 8 laps.
I love the mixed strategy. Rage Ball is stuck on his hards. He stayed on hards in 6th. Now, are you going to be quicker on Milo and softs? Sorry, you're not. I don't know if that's the right call from Rage. Ben, meanwhile, has somehow worked his way back up into 3rd on the mediums. I think that's a nice position.
I agree.
Plankton behind him. I think Ben's got the pace on Plankton. These two have had good races, but this is too tough to call.
I agree with you about Ben, though. I completely agree. On mediums in P3 towards the end here, he's going to have fantastic pace. He's going to have much better pace than the guys in front, even if they score the way in front.
You can lean on the mediums and absolutely rinse them. I think, yeah, he's in a strong position here, boys.
Plankton's also got a penalty, so Ben doesn't have to worry about that quite as much.
Ben's biggest problem, I think, is Milo in P5. Get round Plankton, you've got someone on the softs who's really quick coming at you. But Ben, I think, will be looking forward here. Be looking at Itachi, looking at Lupatic and thinking, you know what, boys? 2 overtakes. I'm having this.
I think it's worth praising Itachi there. He's up 10 places from the start. Absolute masterclass of strategy call here.
Always a winner and a loser in safety car, and it's Itachi who's the big winner tonight. Fair play.
Absolutely, 1 stop as well the entire way, whereas everybody else on the entire grid has done at least 2 stops, some of them 3 stops. Fair play.
Well, I was worried there was going to be a lot of dead air tonight, boys, on the commentary. I thought it'd be a dull race. I thought there'd be the odd crash here and there, but not much track racing. Quite the opposite. It's been great.
Probably a good time to mention when is the Aston Martin safety car going to make an appearance in this game?
Dylan pits.
Oh. Has Dylan got damaged because he was on 1 lap old softs?
I'm just having a look. Yeah, they're putting a new nose on him.
Oh yeah.
That's careless, that, behind the safety car.
Ah, so unlucky. So unlucky.
Must be so frustrated back there.
P17, he's pretty far back, but fresh softs, what have we got in front of everybody else?
Everyone on fresh softs. If he has binned it, made a mistake,
He's not as bad as you think, you know, so he's beside in front, 3-lap old mediums, fresh softs. Yeah, you're right, fresh softs, fresh mediums, fresh hards. See what he can do, all to play for. We've just seen how crazy this race can be. We were talking about how much Ben had lost out a few laps ago. Now he's up in P3 with a great chance of the win.
We've got a 7-lap sprint race where everybody's going to want to make a name for themselves, so anybody could be in the points, absolutely anybody.
Interesting.
One thing from experience, sorry Brad.
Go ahead.
On the hards, yes, I went on the hards yesterday in yesterday's race in Tier 2. Under safety car conditions. Them hards were very cold. You cannot turn them on for 2-3 laps. Just be careful and keep an eye on Rage and T-Mike, currently in P13. The hards are not the tyre you want to be on a safety car restart.
100%. They are ice cold when you first start. You need to warm them up. If you try and defend too hard, brake too late, go that extra dive, they don't work. They do not work for a few corners. One of the things I was going to mention there, sorry, just on the safety car restart, remember the length of this straight, how long this straight is. The leader, Lupatic, will take control of the pace. He's going to go all the way down to the line and he will control the pace until he says so. This is where you could see some accidents. You can also see some winners and losers. Here we go then, safety car's going to peel in. Lupatic now takes control of the pace. See what he does with it.
It looks solid, he's not braking, he's just easing off. Oh, he is doing a bit of braking there, but you don't want to do that. It's a blind corner when you're flying around at the back. Just control it and then bin it. Absolutely cane it. What's he going to do?
Just before he fires away, your current fastest lap 139.6 by Rage Bullet. I'm not going to expect that to change every single lap from there.
Agreed. Good call, Adam. So Lupatic's still holding back.
Let's watch for when he goes.
Oh, he must be nervous. Here he
goes. Here he goes.
Everything. Benes is alongside Hitachi. Don't think he's going to get. He's on the outside, so I don't think he's going to make them move. Meanwhile, Plankton on the inside.
Oh, there's loads of action.
There's some. Rage Bolly. Rage Bolly takes a hit there from behind. Ben's outbraked himself.
Unlucky.
That's opened him up to Hitachi again.
So unlucky there by Rage.
I was on board with Rage when that happened. He was absolutely sandwiched. He's about 5 cars going into a 1 car with
wow. Great move from Plankton, but he hits the wall. He outbrakes himself.
Yeah. Meanwhile,
Lupatic's got a fantastic restart.
He has. Ben is a winner. He's made up a place, but he needs to get inside that DRS immediately. Oh, so he's going to be a sit and duck again. Yellow flag, but I think that's the game glitch.
We've got a full track yellow flag. There's something not quite right there.
Weetraz has had an accident. Rage is already around him. Oh, Rage is now backing off. Unlucky from Rage.
Yeah, very unlucky. Really unlucky. That's a shame.
Oh, Kyle's just had a bit of a wiggle in Castle. I don't think he's had damage. Of course, goes that yellow flag there. No, Weetraz has lost it in the middle of
Safety car, guys.
Wow.
Safety car again.
Safety car again. What a nuts restart.
Wow.
Have we had a loser there? Do we have a DNF?
Can't see one. Weetraz lost it in Castle.
Yeah, Weetraz is trailing behind in Sector 2.
No, there's an Aston Martin. Is that Nabil?
Yeah, it's Nabil.
He's the one that's lost the connection.
Oh, I think we've got an issue. And Nabil's stuck in the middle of the track here with first gear on. Can't turn. Nabil's been disqualified now, parked in a dangerous location.
Yeah. Shame it's the safety car again, though. I mean, that's just...
Apologies, you have to see that on the stream, ladies and gents. It's just, again, one of the issues of the games right now. I'm sure they'll get that sorted soon enough.
I'm surprised to see people pitting again.
Agreed. I think the mediums are going to jump on the softs.
Oh, mind you, Nick Evans is pitting. Nick Evans is pitting for a new nose, that's why he's in there.
Rage Bolly retires.
Mateo takes a new nose. Sider takes a new nose. There was a lot of damage on that safety car restart there.
I think, obviously I can't speak for Rage, he must be, excuse the pun, raging after that restart, but you've got a fresh start, new wing, soft tyres on, yes you're going to be P16, P17, but you can still get points. You know, still get points.
Agreed. I mean, we've all been there. We have all got to the point in a race where you think it's race over, but again, 4 laps into a race like this, come on, continue. Like you say, safety car could have changed everything there.
Shame we've got a second safety car, but in fairness, 3 DNFs in a race this long, it's still credit to this league. Skill on show.
So let's recap after that. So we have a slight change. So Lupatic still stays in the lead here, who is doing absolutely great. 5 changes up from what we started at the start, from his qualifying position. He is now on 2-lap-old softs. Safety car's doing him a favour to keep those alive. Ben is right behind him on the mediums. I think his advantage might have faded a little bit. I think he had a great chance of the last safety car with the mediums, but Lupatic, he can look after these softs now. And then Hitachi, Milo behind them, both on 2-lap-old softs. I think Ben's just got to control... Well, in fact, all those guys have got to control their safety car restart and just don't get swallowed up at the restart.
So I think we're going to get a full lap on the safety car, lap 22. It should come in at the end of next lap. So that means lap 23, 4-lap sprint race, boys. Majority on softs, 1 on hards, 2 on mediums. Anyone's game.
Yeah, you just can't call it, can you?
No chance. Anybody's game, this.
And right in the middle of the pack there, we've got T-Mike still on them hard tyres.
Flying the flag for tier 2. Good Mike.
Of course, with late safety cars, the penalties really play a part, and there's 3 drivers at the minute holding a 3-second penalty.
I look outside the top 10 and look at the quality of some of them drivers and think, wow, you know, Nick Evans, Kyle Mateo, I expect them to be in top 5. And it just shows you the quality of this league.
It's also great to see that the guys have stuck with it, just focusing back on Dylan there, who was down in P17 earlier, changing a nose, and we thought his race was over. He's back in P11, he's in contention for points.
Well,
all can change.
Net points into Kelstergaard has a penalty, so exactly, point well made, Brad. I mean, it's never over until it's over.
I don't think we've mentioned him either, and I'm not entirely sure how we said this, but is it Moddu Job, who started last on the grid? Probably running 6?
Yeah, in the Aston Martin.
Ferrari teammate. He had,
sorry.
He had a bit of contact with Teo, didn't he, when Teo had the wing damage at the start of the race?
Yeah, that's correct.
Yeah, fair play. In 6th, all off old softs. Good points if you can hold that.
Yeah, any points from last on the grid is worth mentioning, but yeah, you could get some serious points here.
Good to see Poseidon still running. Fellow Tier 2, Tier 3 driver for us last season. Sorry, I know he had some early incidents. Standing P15 at the minute, but points not out of the question here, as we've seen.
Yeah, I'm just looking at the fastest lap, Brad. I mean, you look at some of the drivers in the teams down there, they've got faster laps than the boys in the top. I know we've not really had much racing recently, but it just shows you the depth, the strength and depth of this tier. There's some quick drivers. This could be really interesting. Let's see what Lipitic does on the restart. Will he do the same again? Just hold it, or do you think he'll go early?
Tough to call. I think he'll hold it.
Yeah,
just a comment. Safety car in this lap. Sorry, just to finally, before the safety car comes in, don't know if you cover this, Adam. Good shout on the Ferrari driver, Modju, who's starting last place. I didn't realise he's got the fastest lap of any active driver right now. He's the only driver in the 139, so...
Yeah, I missed that as well.
He's got some pace down there in P6.
Could he get a surprise podium?
Let's find out.
I think I'm going to watch this from on board Milo in P4. Lots of weaving, lots of tyre warming up. Oh, we're going, we're not. This is stacking up again. Now we're not, now we are, now we're not.
There's a little touch
You've
of
got to be careful. You've got to be careful. This is poor racing.
He's leaving it late though, which he's well entitled to. It's part of the rules. Yes, it might not be sportsmanship. Milo's trying to get ahead.
Yeah, you can see
there he goes.
Milo's a loser there. Plankton's got the outside line, a bit of contact with the wheel. Sticks on the inside.
Oh, that's so unlucky.
What a joke.
He gets the safety car restart wrong. He thought he had it on Plankton there. Unfortunately, his race goes down the pan. That's a real shame.
Such a shame.
Commentator's curse, boys.
It really is, isn't it? Yeah. Kyle taking 9th place there, but losing it straight away back again. Squeezing to the wall.
Just watching Dylan here. Absolutely.
He's already in 8th. He's on T-Mike here. Bit of push it, go on Dylan, round the outside, show us how it's done. And that is how it is done. Perfect move. And Kyle gets round as well. T-Mike, the big loser there. We warned you on the hards. It's not the tyre to be on. It's unlucky. Mike's had a really good race. Currently in P10, I don't think I think it's kissed the wall there. Kelsterwag's had a spin meanwhile. Back to the back already.
Yeah, he takes a spin just before Castle. Dylan up to P7 when he was just in P11 beforehand. Roy Boy right on the back end of Plankton now, coming up into the last sector. I think he
piles on right on Dylan's gearbox. Must feel uncomfortable in there, seeing red arrows here, there, and everywhere.
Just interestingly, pointing on that we did earlier there, Roy Boy got right on the back of the gearbox of Plankton. Plankton did the same thing and backed off to get the DRS. I wonder if Roy Boy's got enough gap between him there. I wonder if he's got away, but Plankton's going to get a DRS on him now.
My crew working out. I think you need
good point.
6 tenths. You need to be within 6 tenths to have half a shout.
Good point, Adam. Apologies. No DRS now for a couple of laps, for 3 laps, I think, behind the safety car. I wonder if Plankton knew that or not, because he let Roy Boy past very easily there.
Just another note.
Kyle having a battle on turn 1. There's action everywhere yet again.
Just another note, boys. P5, Roy Boy. When was the last time we mentioned Roy Boy? Lap 1, spinning around, coming out of Castle. Just shows you.
Dylan is holding back 2 cars here now. Kyle wants that position back.
Make it wide, Dylan. Make it wide. That was right on him now, isn't it? Not have a good next.
Lupatic's got this covered, I think, boys, for the win. He's done fantastic. He's already a second ahead, yeah.
He's teetering. I know he's going to be using hers to get out of that. If he gets out of that DRS, it's game over. Should have the traction on softs. He's pushing now a little bit. I think Ben's doing the same to try and claw it back. Yeah, Ben is deploying that hers. He needs to get within that 1 second. When is DRS coming in? Is it next lap?
It's not this lap, yeah, it's the next one that will trigger in 2 full laps. And then
3 laps after the safety car comes in, I think.
Yeah, you just got to be careful, top 3 guys. Don't use all your hers straight away. You might need it last lap. I saved mine very nicely for Adam's little dive on me yesterday.
Yeah, I needed one more lap. I ran out of laps yesterday.
What can I say? It's a 26 lap race, ladies and gentlemen, not a 27 lap race.
Kyle now is going to try for an overtake on Dylan, but no DRS enabled. I don't know if he's going to have enough slipstream to make this happen. Dylan defends on the inside. Kyle goes for a dive on the inside.
Nicely held, both of you. Good racing.
Dylan's using all his DRS defending.
Yeah, he's got no hers left. He's on the outside. That's risky. Well played. Got DRS though. Should get in front of Kyle. Kyle's got more hers than Dylan. Dylan has DRS. This is going to be a good battle here. Are they going to leave room? Touching to Dylan. He's got it. Yeah,
I think Kyle's got it. Yeah, very nicely
got
done.
The shoulders out a little bit, Kyle, but it was aggressive but solid. A bit of oversteer, but Dylan's still having a go. Problem for Dylan now, he's got 3 guys right behind him in Matteo, Gelfi and McKevin.
Just going to switch up front here, boys. We've a lap and a half to go, and Ben has closed within 6/10 of Lupatic now.
Don't discount the Thatcher behind him as well.
Yeah, they've got very similar ERS, the front 3. There's going to be DRS to play on the straight. You just really can't call them.
Matteo with a penalty down into P9. I'm not sure what that's going to put in points wise, but like I said, Brad, let's stay on this top 3 battle. All within hers of each other, so a bit of a DRS train. I think Milo's a little bit further back now, so I think this top 3 should be the podium. No penalties, but it's 1 lap. Anything can happen.
Lupatic had a fantastic exit out of the last corner.
Hang on 1 second, he's going to be outside hers here.
Yeah,
sorry,
really
DRS. Could be Lupatic's race.
Looking good for him. He's just got to keep it together. 1 lap left. Lap 26 of 26 underway right now.
Ben has got DRS.
Matteo still in further down the field.
I think his Thatcher's going to be closer to Ben here. Not quite.
Ben, by the way, I know we were talking before the safety car restart about Modu having the only 1:39 time of the active drivers. Now Ben has improved his lap time. He is the only active driver, certainly in the top 10, that is in the 1:39, so he's fast.
Good little battle between 8th and 11th here, all 4 cars within each other. Not too much aggressive driving, which is good. They should all make it home, but back to the front. I think it's going to hold as it is, boys.
Yeah, it's really only going to come down to the last corner exits. Ben's on the mediums, the other 2 on the softs. But yeah, I think you're right. I think it's going to hold now. I can't see there being an overtake on the last straight.
These top 2 drivers have absolutely deployed all ERS. They're really down to the last 20%, both of them. So as we approach the final, realistically competitive corner now, Lupatic's just got to bring it home all the way down the straight here. Ben is going to get DRS. He's used all his ERS already, but I think as we cross the line, that's going to be Lupatic for the win.
Oh, what
Great race from Lupatic. Well played, son. Well played.
And he finishes up. The Aston Martin driver finishes in P1. Ben closely behind in P2. Itachi P3. Those are your podium finishers.
Big winner of the day. Look at it. 5 places up. Itachi, like Adam was just saying, sorry, 9 places gained. Dylan P7. Kudos to our Dutch Thursday night leader. Unlucky for Joe. Joe made it back up to P11. Joe made it back up to P11 from being out of it to in it to so close. That boy's got some pace. One to watch for me further down the line in the Tier 1 season. Two of the 2 DNFs, Rage Bolly and Tio Mio. I mean, 2 top draw drivers. 0 points. Unlucky.
And credit to Poseidon for sticking with it. He had a few difficult moments in that race, but nice to see him bring it over the line. 16 finishes.
He's not actually brought it over the line, Adam. If you go into Poseidon, he's being a bit of an idiot on the back straight here. Not really. Oh, I'm sorry, it's Kelsterwag. I do apologise, Poseidon.
Oh, that'll be a penalty, that.
Oh, and Kelsterwag, yeah. There's no need for that, mate, so I don't think I'm going to give you any airtime.
I'd turn the camera off, Brad. I'd turn the camera off. He doesn't deserve any attention for that.
No need for that, mate.
I'll do one for the stewards. That's definitely deserves a penalty. It's disgraceful.
And we're race over. Wow, where do you start with a race like that, fellas, in Baku?
That's got to be probably the best race I've seen in Celerity of all time. I didn't know where to look. I just didn't know where to look. It was action.
I don't think Adam, ladies and gentlemen, saw my wins in USA last season or Mexico last week.
Lupatic takes the top step. Fair play to him. What a guy. Ben, well-deserved podium. Shame he couldn't take the win now. I know he'll be disappointed with that, but let's talk to him on the podium interview. And Itachi comes in P3.
Great race. Absolutely great race. And it's only round 2.
Absolutely brilliant, that.
And just as we round off everybody, Liam, you want to run us through them?
Thank you, Brad. Yep. So Lupatic takes it. Started on the grid P6. Ben SH, up and down race, but P2. Started P2, finished P2. Great race. Xtachi, big winner of the day, P12 to P3. Milo in P4. Voyboy started off, had a bad first lap, come back for a solid P5. Plankton P6, good racing in McLaren. Dylan, driver of the day on EA, up to P7. Mateo P8. Kyle P9. T-Mike from Tier 2, P10, got a point, well done. Mobile Job, completely up and down P11, I'm just going to miss the timing. Gelfield, Wetraz, Nick Evan, apologies I missed the rest.
Very nice race, fellas, very nice. Congrats to the top 3 finishers. I'm going to invite those guys into a party chat, the podium finishers, to see if they'll join us. If you guys want to stick with us, let's see what they've got to say.
I think Itachi's 3rd place there as well, actually texting you or me, or just having a little glance at things. Obviously pending Stuart's inquiries.
It's a shame we don't have access on the Discord to the Tier 1 chat just to see what's happening. If there's any comments, or there's usually a bit of digging or bitching in there.
It's also
No, absolutely great race with these guys. Bear with me, listeners. Sorry, I'm just going to try and invite these guys into a party and see who we can talk to.
Yeah, you had no choice. Had no choice at the end. You had to go on the softs for the end sprint race, which was interesting, especially from the stream. But superb pace all the way. Congratulations again.
Yeah, you seemed to have it covered from pretty much the second half of the race onwards. You had everything covered there. Is there any point of that race where you thought it might slip away? Yeah, the two safety car restarts. I mean, I think it was over a second ahead by the end of the first lap on each occasion. It's really good to watch. I mean, we was all over the place with the cameras, but every time we cut back to you, you said calm, sense in control. Really solid race, mate. Well done.
Yeah, Lupatic, I was just going to finish exactly the same. I think early on when you were on the medium tyres, I think it was for that stint, I think we were all commentating on the stream saying this is such a good strategy to go forward there. Yeah, fair play, mate. Did you think you had any chance at the win just out of interest? Let's say 10 laps in. Good man. Lupatic, sorry mate, I've just realised I've just got a comment on the stream. Would you do me a favour? Could you go on your party settings and set your chat to public? Sorry. Yeah, no worries, no rush. Sorry, I didn't realise that before.
Have a chat with...
Yeah.
I think they can hear me now. I think I fixed it.
Excellent.
Yeah, apologies, Lupatic. If I just to recap, sorry, I know we'd asked a few questions there, but mate, congratulations on the win. I think I've watched you for quite a few times in the Celerity. Just answer me this: is this your first win, or have you had one before with us?
No. This is my first win in Celerity.
Awesome. How does that feel?
Yeah, very great. The pace is here on this game, so I hope there will be many more wins.
Absolutely, mate. Yeah, absolutely. And this, if my math is right, this should put you very close to the top end of the Drivers' Championship. I know Tio Mio, our Drivers' Champion, did not finish today. He had a crash earlier on today, so he's going to lose some points. So, mate, I know we're only 2 races in, but fantastic place for the championship so far. Well done.
Yes, indeed. Thank you.
Yeah, I think you're right there. I think Tio will be on 26. I think yourself, Philip, particularly on 25, and X-Tachi, who's finished third there, will be on 25 as well. So really tight at the top after a couple of races. Do you think you can keep it?
Yeah, I hope so. Australia next track is not a good one for me, but we'll see.
You mentioned the pace is there on this game. Are you one of them that finds this game better than the last one?
Yeah, it was. Yeah, I think it's better because now you have less downforce, so you need to put in a lot of effort to get a good lap. But I think that this game suits me better than last game.
Yeah, I totally agree. I mirror them words exactly.
Yeah, definitely. You look like you're having fun out there, mate. So again, congratulations. Unfortunately, we don't have our other 2 podium finishers in us with the chat tonight. So that was Ben, just to remind you, in P2, and Itachi in P3. Well done to those boys. But for now, well done to our winner, Lupatic. I want to say a thank you to Liam, first of all, and secondly to Adam for joining us on the commentary tonight. Well done, boys, and thank you very much.
Yeah, well done, Liam, on your debut on commentary there. Hopefully his viewers enjoyed it as much as we did.
Really enjoyed it. I think I picked the best race possible to commentate on because that was excellent. Loved it. Congratulations
you really did.
Again.
Thank you, mate. Thank you.
Superb.
Yeah, and everybody else.
Just one last message.
Sorry,
Adam. Just before we go up and take just one last message from us viewers. It said, "Daddy Stroll is happy that you brought that Aston Martin home after the win there." So nice
good
comment
to hear.
there
Daddy
from
Stroll is
Leroy.
happy.
I was going to say,
is it Lewis or Max this weekend?
Max, of course. It's in Holland. Come on, Max. No other choice.
Yeah, the English guys asking the Dutch guys. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, indeed.
There was only going to be one answer to that question, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have expected anything else.
Viewers, thank you very much for joining us tonight for CL1 on a Friday night. I know you've got other things to do, but we really appreciate you listening in and watching us. I want to say thanks for everybody joining in with the comments. Hilly, Twan, Leroy, Nikki earlier on. Thanks very much. It's very much appreciated. Lupatic, congratulations. Everybody else, you have a fantastic weekend and enjoy. Good night.